Hey friends, this is Dolynny TV. Good morning. Welcome back to another edition of Edmonton Oilers discussion as we get set up to discuss that Adam Henrique video that I teased yesterday morning that then got rudely interrupted last evening by, of course, the Lindholm trade to the Vancouver Canucks. But this morning we're getting to it. All right, we'll get to it. Let's do this here, friends. The Edmonton Oilers, yeah, they're in the market for a third line center. Today I'm going to tell you why Adam Henrique is not the third line center the Edmonton Oilers need. But before we get there, if you're new to the channel, closing in on 15,000 subscribers here on Dolynny TV, would love to have you aboard. 150 to go. Let's see where we can get to by the end of said today. All right, Adam Henrique, what do we know? Well, this is what we know. 15 goals, 17 assists, 48 games played, 91 shots on goal this season, 16.5 shooting percentage, averaging 17 minutes and 15 seconds time on ice. So he's played basically a second line role for the Anaheim Ducks based on ice time. Again, I'm not going to claim to know what the Anaheim Ducks have done this season. Better yet, who really cares? As an Edmonton Oilers fan anyway. And that's really all I have to say about that as we continue into basically what makes Adam Henrique an intriguing target or maybe not so much. $5.825 million cap hit this season. No thank you. No thank you. I really have no interest in even half of that, right? The Oilers could get two players for half of what the cap hit on Adam Henrique is. He's a left-hand shot. If I'm getting an upgraded center in the bottom six, I'm getting a right-hand shot, big body. That of which Adam Henrique is not either at 6 foot, 200 pounds, right? Elias Lindholm, he was right around that range. He was a little heavier and a little bit taller at 6'1". Again, you saw the cost on that. No trade clause for Henrique. And of course, first round pick seems to be the asking price. Now, what I want to center up here, friends, is I'm telling you, no, this is not a good idea. So first off, don't think I'm encouraging this. And second off, for the Oilers, look at this, first round pick price. This is something we've talked about the past two videos on Lindholm and Monahan, is a first round pick seems to be the going rate this season for an upgrade at center for a contending team. And that price has and more been paid by the Vancouver Canucks today for Elias Lindholm, right? I said it was plus. Whether you want to debate Kuzmenko or not, is there's still two prospects, another pick, and of course as well a roster NHL player who, when he's playing at his peak, is a top 6 impact forward point production wise for an NHL team, that being in Kuzmenko. So when it comes down to it for Adam Henrique, friends, today again it being floated that Adam Henrique is worth a first round pick, or the Ducks should get a first round pick for Henrique. I ain't paying that. Quite simply for the cap hit, quite simply for everything else, right? Is that cap hit. If you want to add anything else, now you're paying for double retention. You're giving up another free draft pick or free prospect to another team just to get that double retention. And for the Oilers, I'm sorry, we are not in the market, clearly with the Lindholm deal to the Canucks from the Flames, in the market to be giving up multiple assets for a player that really doesn't change the dynamic for us anyway. And that's the thing is, you know what, Adam Henrique as a third line center probably produces quite good results in the playoffs for us. I'm not saying he wouldn't help, but I'm saying we can definitely spend our money elsewhere and find an equal, if not greater, upgrade to this Oilers roster because of the left-hand shot, because of the smaller frame. Obviously, the Oilers have some ways to go about finding better value on the roster. Maybe a Nick Bjugstad, right, again. Find a way to pay for him one more time. Other than that, if Arizona's not giving him up, there's plenty of other options out there for right-hand shot centers that are probably going to cost you the exact same as Adam Henrique, if not close, if this is indeed what the market is set at this season towards the trade deadline. Friends, I'd like to expand on something I mentioned earlier this evening in the Lindholm trade reaction, basically saying there will not be full day coverage of the trade deadline on Dolynny TV this season. Unfortunately, work dictates that I must be at work. I can't skip work to come to work, unfortunately. So we'll get you covered up to date after the day ends on March 8th there, and we'll see if I even bother coming home on March 8th because I don't know. Maybe the situation might not dictate needing to come home if Ken Holland plays his chips early in the game, not right at the last minute. Friends, I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Thank you so much for being aboard this morning. I will catch you a little later on, as we'll have something I'm sure to discuss, or maybe, hey, you know what? Sleep on it. We can actually rest up to start February. I'm up on out of here.